I thought I would go first, and I vacillated on this numerous times, but I think the best place for us to start is with the man of the hour, and that's with Dr. Copur. So Dr. Copur, my brother, if you would come on up.
Thank you so much. And I really appreciate so many of you coming this morning. And I know this was a short notice, and yet you turned up so well. And I also want you to know that so many texts and calls and videos I have received because of the short notice. And initial plan wasn't here, but it was, so there is 5-10 times more people already intended to come, but they sent their videos or their messages. And thank you all for being here. And again, good morning and welcome, my beloved patients, families, friends, caregivers, and supporters. What an honor for me to be here today, standing here with you today fills me with an gratitude that's impossible to put in words. Over the past 3 months, I have witnessed something extraordinary, which has confirmed my choosing medicine, my choosing oncology, and my choosing Nebraska as my hometown. And I have witnessed, what is that extraordinary thing I did witness past 3 months? It's you, my beloved patients. Your strength, your compassion, your loyalty, your unwavering belief of the relationship we have built together. I want to begin by saying a huge thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for your messages. Thank you for your texts. Thank you for your calls. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your cards. Thank you for your letters. Thank you for thousands of post in the Facebook. Thank you for more than 1,000 online petition signatures. You proved that medicine is not just a profession. It is a bond between human beings who walk through some of the difficult, hardest times of life together. So before I go any further, I also want to say something clearly, that I am not here today to speak negatively about any institution or any individual. I respect the boundaries that I must honor, and I will continue to do so for legal purposes. But I am here today to speak openly about you, my beloved patients who cannot be here as well, and to speak about us, and to speak about the future. As many of you know, my departure from my prior employment was unexpected and deeply painful, not only for me, but for many of you and my patients. You suddenly found yourselves in the middle of disrupted continuity of your care, which you have become accustomed to over the decades, and you have become trusted. It was all of a sudden taken away from you. While I cannot discuss the details of my departure, I can acknowledge the reality. This transition has been challenging and very painful, not only for me, for all of us. I have spent my entire career, 30 years now, 3 decades, serving this community. Hastings, Grand Island, and surrounding towns are not just places on the map for me. They are home to me. And they are where I have watched families grow, where I have celebrated victories with my beloved patients, with you, and where I have stood beside you through the unimaginable battles you have given. And I have never once considered leaving Nebraska like all the other physicians who come for green card. They leave, and I'm actually the only one who stayed 30 years. So I never thought leaving Nebraska for a moment, and I'm not gonna do it now either. I want you to hear this directly from me. I am not going anywhere. I am here in Nebraska. I am actively working to establish a new location in Nebraska where I can continue to care for you, my beloved patients. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This process, however, has been more complicated than I ever imagined. There have been obstacles, some expected, some unexpected, and some eye-openers. But I am moving forward with determination, with patience, and with faith. I am exploring every possible avenue, speaking with multiple organizations, and doing everything in my power to remain in Nebraska, to remain accessible to you. I cannot promise a timeline yet, but I can promise the intention I have, I can promise the effort I'm putting, and I can promise that I shall not give up, just like my beloved patients, you never give up. By now, I realize that this is not a sprint, it has been a marathon. Some people and a lot of my colleagues say, hey, doc, why not just move to another state, some warmer place, some on the beach or somewhere? Why not start fresh somewhere else? And nobody comes in here and stays a foreign doctor. They all go, what are you doing here 30 years? My answer is simple. Because my heart is here. My family is here. Because this community has given me more than ever I could ever repay. How could I let my patients down after what you have shown me within the past 3 months? I have cared for thousands of patients across Nebraska. I have seen courage in you that humbles me. I have seen resilience in you, my beloved patients, that inspires me. And I have seen love in you that gives me strength. You are not just patients, you are my family. And families don't walk away from each other. Thank you. So when I saw that more than 1,000 people signed the online petition, 1,217 as of this morning, to be accurate, when I saw hundreds of posts online, when I heard your stories in your own words describing what I did, I thought was simple, trivial things, that how important it was to you, I felt something that I shall never forget the rest of my life. You reminded me that what we built together here is real. You reminded me that compassion still matters. You reminded me that medicine is not just a science, it is humanity. Your support has carried me through the hardest 3 months of my professional life, past 3 months. It was not easy for you, but it was not easy for me as well. I want you to know that every message, every signature, every prayer has strengthened my resolve. And thanks to you, I am not giving up, and we will fight back, and we will overcome every difficulty. When I chose you oncology back 30 years ago, I was so excited that I had been accepted to National Cancer Institute. And from my college years and all that, my heart was all in the basic science, DNA, RNA, all that stuff. And I was fascinated by the National Cancer Institute whole building, bench, laboratory. All of the interviews I did, none of them had that much basic science availability. And I said, this is the place for me. And my dream was choosing the oncology. I used to tell my mom, hey, Mom, I want you to live long. I want to find the cure for cancer. win the Nobel Prize. Please don't smoke. And I would dream of one day I want to cure cancer. And I knew it will come true, and it still hasn't come, but it will come through the basic science research. So I told myself, here you are, you're at the highest institution, biggest labs available to you. If you have what it takes, you can do it. One thing that life throws at you, things you don't expect. So I had that J1 visa, and I had to go to underserved area to get a waiver to get my green card. So I came to Grand Island, Nebraska, 1995, September of 1995, thinking that, yes, I will serve 2 years here and then go right back to basic science research and work on my goal, my dream, to find a cure for the cancer and win the Nobel Prize like I promised to my mom. But things didn't happen that way. After 2 years, I could have left. Every one doctor in Grand Island and Hastings area that I know with the J1 visa, none of them stayed 30 years. Most of them left after 2, 3, to the most 5 years. My most recent partner, Dr. Tan, was great oncologist. He was J1, and he got his green card, and he left too. So here I am, 30 years later, and looking back, I say, okay, I did not find the cure for cancer. I did not win the Nobel Prize for it. But what happened this past 3 months? Your outpouring support, all this big messages, emails, everything you have done made me realize that you are my Nobel Prize. I cannot think any scientist, any physician who could come even close to receiving this much of support, outpouring love from their patients. There is no Nobel Prize that could come even close to what you have given to me. Thank you so much. I'm honored to have been your oncologist past 30 years. I'm honored to continue being part of your lives. I'm honored to walk forward with you with hope, integrity, and with deep appreciation. Today is not a farewell, today is a connection. And I have been meaning to do this for some time, that all the outpouring love, support, I wanted you to hear that our relationship continues even in uncertain times like this. I promise to keep you updated as soon as I have concrete news, what I am doing, where is my next practice will be. I promise to continue fighting for a place in Nebraska where I can serve you with the same dedication you have shown to me. And I promise that when the next chapter begins, you will be the first to know. And I promise you, I am not going away. I'm going to be here with you, with my family. Thank you for standing by me. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you reminding me that even in difficult times, community is stronger than circumstances, and people's voice is above everything else. Your voice has been so strong, and I'm thinking this will set a precedence in this town, and they will learn a lesson. May God bless each of you, your families, and this community that I love so much. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.